All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. 15 running. 15 running. Double dog. That's the way. Wahoo. Let's go. Mike 51. Take me up. Here we go.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 33-yard line.
Yeah. Shoot to Pittsburgh. 51. Oh. 51 to Mike. What? Go.
On second down now. It's Hill. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and get enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
36. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn. Pistol.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
That's the score of Browns 7. Jaguars nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Push him back. Push him back.
Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen to Hill. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Jackson. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Jacksonville.
Ready. 6. Mike's 56. Come on. Switch.
Now Jackson on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
Yeah, it's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line, pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand them up, but end up making a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
Check the hot read.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And now a hole out there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. The kick by Lambo is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
Well, credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
You must be dreaming. Run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Good. 180. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Kill. Watch twist.
On 3rd down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
They'll run it now. Out we go. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 36.
On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Hey. 4 down. Pistol. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Run it. You go tight.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. It's Kennedy. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Well, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Alpha. Hey, Mike 52.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what I really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Stop your whining. Big ass. Hey, watch it.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's got the hook and throw down Beckham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield rolling to his right. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up the first down with a nice throw.
On first down, Hodge. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try to inside. Combs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And a very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
At the 31-yard line.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Why? Get wide. Alert flare.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hurry! Real. Hey, alert 33. Mike's 4-4. Hey, seam 6. You think you gonna get this?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
SOS. Regular. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 back.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency brokers.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Protection. 20. 52's the mic. All day, pump. Mike 52. Mike 52.
3rd and long for Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And
he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 85 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
as they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Mayfield. It's complete. It's goal. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll run on first down. Hodge. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
180! Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hodge will be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Mayfield to throw it. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Oh, get him, get him, get him. Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Slam, slam, slam.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check. Hey, 133.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 40-yard line.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Kennedy. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Mayfield now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Mayfield now. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Shoot. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
180.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
44, Mike.
Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
56 for Mike.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's man. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series, but the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Watch the back.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll throw on first down with Johnson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's our time.
To throw is Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third and goal.
Ready? Mike, 51. Time to go, 9-9. Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Hey, we are.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. 51. Yo. 51 the mic, boy. 51. I'm ready.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And Lambo will put this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Switch.
Now Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Kennedy. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At their 48-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You can't block me. 44. Mike, 44. What we got?
Mayfield looks to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll keep it on the ground. Hodge. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check 13. Check 13. Watch time.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hurry! Check 52's the mic. Let's get the ball.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield over the middle, complete. That's Kennedy. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
44 is the mic. Hey, echo. We own this.
2nd and 10. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. At this point, this plays out.
Here we go. 40. Hurry! Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hurry! Let's go. 44. Hurry! Mike, 44. I'm on. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Mike's both. I'm coming! I got it!
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check the backer, check the backer. Hayward.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 32 on the play.
He can't hang. He's not going.
Jackson operating from the down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ryan Izzo, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That's a game of 6. Brings up third.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Jacksonville, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our